beginning with us as Muslims and the non-Muslims. So what is the concept of the Sharia? What is the clear understanding of the meaning of the Sharia? And what is the meaning of the al-hudud? Hudud means the punishment. And where do we apply the punishment? And can we apply the punishment in the contemporary society that we live? This is something which is quite confusing to some of the Muslim brothers and sisters. When they talk of Islam, they think Islam is about chopping people's hands, it's about lashing people, it's about caning people, it's about... So what is the overriding wisdom of the word Sharia? And we know the word Sharia, it entails everything in us. Sharia means the protocols, the ethics, and the do's and don'ts when it comes to things pertaining our lives. Starting from our spirituality, from the way we do our ibadah, to all other activities of our life. These are all part and parcel of the Sharia. When I want to start a family, this is part of the Sharia. Because there's a specific fiqh of that, it's called the fiqh of the family, fiqhul usra al-Muslimah. When I want to do business, there is a specific fiqh. When you talk of fiqh, some people think fiqh is just the wudu and the tahara and the ibadah and the nikah. No. There's the fiqh, the fiqh of finance. Let me put it this way. The fiqh of at-tijara, meaning how can a Muslim do business? What are the do's and what are the don'ts? Because some of the things if we deal with, or we are going to go beyond the hududullah, or the rules of Allah. So this is the meaning of the Sharia. And Sharia is not confined there. Sharia is confined even how to govern the state, how to deal with the state affairs, how to deal with economic affairs, how to deal with the society. So all three major aspects of life are covered within the Sharia. But when we say, I've had some of the brothers, was watching some clips, they say they want to start the Sharia. I asked them, are you serious about that? You want to start Sharia in this country? Can you really do that? Can you really establish a governance system in this country according to Islam? That is utterly impossible. So stop talking about that. You can maybe try and say, well, we want to start our marriage, whatever, court affairs. It's just part and parcel of the Sharia. But you cannot establish a Sharia system in the Western society. This is utterly unacceptable because nobody's going to allow you to do that. The only maybe place which has never been there, in our Muslim countries we apply Persia, just half of it. We just take the salah, we take the marriage, and that's it. But we don't apply the full application of the Sharia. So, وَلِهَذَا اشْتَمَلَتْ عَلَى الْعِبَادَاتِ. Sharia consists of ibadah, everything. When we say you cannot add any rak'ah, you cannot omit any rak'ah, you cannot fabricate your own kind of worship, yes, because this is part and parcel of the Sharia. Sharia is saying this, and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to teach us the Sharia, meaning a way of life. وَمَا يَتَعَلَّقْ بِهَا مِنَ النُّذُورِ وَالْأَيْمَانِ وَالْأَضَاحِ وَالذَّبَائِ. Everything. Someone asked me, why you guys are so fussy about what to slaughter, when to slaughter, how to slaughter? Yeah, because this is part of our Sharia, part of our system, our way of life. I can't slaughter an animal the way of life. I cannot eat any meat the way I like or anything that I fancy in the restaurant. No, because this is part and parcel of the Sharia. Yeah? When you make an oath, when you make a vow, okay, I'm going to do that, this is part of the Sharia. You have to fulfill that in accordance with Islamic rules and regulations. وَعَلَى الْأَنْكِحَةِ وَمَا يَتَعَلَّقُ بِهَا فِقْهُ الْأُسْرَةِ. Like I say, someone wants to start a relationship, a family. Nowadays, people do agree between each other, right? Because even the physical meeting now is kind of reduced. People meet online, right? There's so many platforms now. Okay, what does Islam talk about that? We say there's a complete fiqh, meaning guidance and understanding of whether you meet somebody online, offline, in the moon, at the Mars, doesn't matter. We have our guidance. And our guidance is, call that person, you call, we need a guardian wali, we need the family. You're not just taking somebody because it's agreement between you two. La! Islam doesn't recognize that. Islam says, yes, there must be a consent, there must be witnesses, but there must be a guardian. You think coming to my house or coming to yours and just snatch your daughter or come and snatch my daughter, you think it's an easy thing. So Muslims are doing that. Some Muslims are doing that. They say, well, it's an agreement between us two. So yeah, here you can get away with it, but there's a Sharia, akhi. I talked to one of my friends. I came across, he said, well, dad wasn't happy with you, so, I just went ahead and married. I said, you find it that simple. If that daughter was your daughter, how would it make you feel? So, brother, it's kind of difficult. So, yeah, so put your situation in that shoe. So, in Islam, there are rules and regulations when it comes to al-ankah, marriage and everything. Also, وَعَلَى الْبُيُوعِ وَالْمُعَامَلَاتِ الْمَالِيَةِ, the one that I said here, and the fiqh of finance, everything. What makes certain businesses halal and certain businesses not halal? Dealing with the usury, and interest, riba, and things like that. Dealing with the commodities that you could get a commodity from China, for example. Maybe 50 pence, right? In Islam, there are rules and regulations on the pricing as well. You cannot buy something for 50p and come and sell it for 50 pounds. So there are even rules and regulation on the pricing level. You understand? So the items. So for us, we don't only care about the profit and loss. No, like other people, they only care about profit and loss.